welcome back to another episode of your Daily Dose. Yes, that's right, Daddy PB's account has got a little bit of a significant power up. I would say about 50 billion in the last couple of days, which is pretty phenomenal. Not gonna lie, I have been having some fun spending a little bit of cash and doing some boosts. My aim is probably to get to 300 billion by the end of the Christmas event, which is something that we really do have to talk about. It is a little bit of a contentious subject because of some of the items that are available. I don't sugarcoat things on this channel. We call it how it is, and it's pretty much dog doo-doo. But in saying that, there are some opportunities for some players to make some advancements, so we will talk about that from a holistic point of view. We did get, of course, Papa Dong Zhao yesterday from the Wish event, and we did spend a little bit of money to get him up to 2-star, just because why the heck not? It just sets us up in the future for, of course, the Generation 4 and the Generation 5 limited time Heroes events. I don't know if I'll just keep saving these all the way up to Gen 5 and just go balls deep into Gone Sun, mainly because there seems to be so many ways to acquire these shards now. And of course, that means that eventually they will be on sale, well, on sale, purchasable in the arms race, of course, when Generation 5 comes out. So there are a little bit of a leeway there. I do, of course, it's hard. It's hard to talk about it in a futuristic sense because we never know what the fuck the developers are gonna do. Excuse my language. But at the same time, it's like you can probably just settle at a 4-star on most of the legendary heroes. Like, mythic heroes, I should say. And eventually you'll be able to get them to 5-star just by grinding out some of these events. But as you can probably tell, I am so close to getting up Lu Linghui to 7-star. She's actually my main carry DPS in a lot of situations. She is phenomenal with a tier 2 Dragon Flame. And of course the Halberd literally chops to pieces enemy teams. Really surprised. She out damages Dank Stash a lot. Like when I say a lot, she actually starts out damaging Dank Stash. So pretty impressive, and I am pretty happy with this guy here, old mate Nobabunga. He is amazing on the Warlord team. He just cleans up. Like I can't describe just how strong he is. I wouldn't run him support with the Moonlight Fan. I feel like that's not really going to help him out. I feel like if you're going to run support, run it on your tank, and of course, ultimately, I feel like the Phoenix Sword is going to be Dong Zhao's weapon of choice. However, in the interim, he does work quite well with, of course, the Moonlight Fan, because he pretty much silenced the crap out of the front row and taunts them. So, not bad. Not bad. But like I said, we are going to talk about the Celebrate Festival. But before we do that, I feel like it's probably very important that we talk a little bit about the shop that unlocked. If anyone's curious, we have about 2 more days before the final gift pack comes out, which is fine. We can go to the mall now, and as you can tell, this is what we have available. These are super expensive, but every whale in their right mind is going to be buying these ones. Literally, this is the event for whales to spay. It's pretty much just to buy these two right there. And the reason being is because they're mythics, and they're really hard to get. Are they going to be super expensive? I would say that they're probably going to be around $50 each. So I want to say about $50 to $100 each. So they are pretty expensive. But out of all the things to buy, they are the only ones that I would buy. I would not buy anything else if I was whaling on the event. Like literally, there's nothing else worth buying. Pixiu is outdated. Mythic equipment, just not worth it. Generation 3, I mean, look. Generation 4 is good. Generation 3 is good, but would you really spend money just to get those shards when they're so accessible elsewhere? I don't know. I don't feel like it's really going to be a good idea, especially because they're going to be in the limited time Heroes event. Maybe if you were missing like, I don't know, like 5 shards and you're like, oh, I have a spare $5, I'll go and buy it. Go ahead and do that, but the reality is they're not really worth it. The only thing worth it is going to be buying these mythic talismans, and they're not even that great, really. I don't think. If there's less than 3 targets, you restore 2 rage. Is that restore or still? Reduce targets by 2 rage. And this one is there's a chance that you restore 2 rage. So basically, you'd just be running that on Nobabonga. Basically, this one would just go on that guy there. Any Shu Nation hero, any basic nation hero, you can just run it on them, and it will just basically mean that they get rage restoration and they deplete rage off the enemy team. So it's pretty good. But like I said, nothing else is worthwhile buying. If you're a free-to-play player, you will be able to start to max out all of your other heroes. The only item that I would recommend is focusing on is grabbing your beast gear. Grade 4 is a little bit obsolete, but it's still relevant for a lot of players, mainly because you can only get G4 gear once you start to unlock the later stages of the beast realm. So if you are early game, you're going to get a massive boost by basically buying out your Infernal Guangxi, which of course is not a bad investment, and then just focusing on decking out the Guangxi with some G4 gear set. The heroes, negligible. V4, like, it's just... G4 is just meh. I mean, they don't even have the 7-star sword in the box, which sucks. If you are going to pick anything, I would recommend strongly going with Moonlight Fan first, then followed by Serpent Halberd. And if you are running a Shu Nation, I would run Blue Blade Sword over all of them. But it really is indicative of your class. But that's pretty much it. And it is very underwhelming. So I'm going to assume that there are some mythics for purchase. I'd say it might even be G2. We might even get the G1, G2 Mythic Selection Chest in the coming soon tab for gold. I have that, and I think we're going to get like the G1 for gold as well for the weapons. So we might even be able to purchase talismans for gold. Who knows? But the reality is it isn't as great as I thought it would be. Unfortunately, there doesn't look to be like there's the G1 for basically exchange. That would be really helpful because that means that I would be able to 7-star Li Lingqi pretty much in the event. And I feel like a lot of players would be in the same boat or very, very close to it. But unfortunately, that doesn't seem like they want to give us that. Pretty stock standard. These ones are your daily missions. Grab your candy canes. And that is all she wrote. Basically, it's free stuff. I know it sucks because everybody wants the mythics, but the reality is that's probably not going to happen. Here is where we get a little bit more interesting. So these value packages here, they're the best value if you are going to buy anything on these Celebrate festivals. Just be aware that they go up, so every single tier, you basically need to purchase them in order for the next tier to be unlocked. They are the best value packages out of all of them. Quite literally, I'll keep saying that. All the other ones, not very good. Celebrate Festival is average. It's very, very average. I really wouldn't be buying any of these packages here. I would only be buying these packages if you do want to spend a little bit of money. And of course, if you go through the GT Arcade website and the purchase, you will get some vouchers and better value for your money by doing so. If you have any questions about that, I will help you out the best that I can. But basically, you need to go into their actual website and sign up, log in, and make the purchases that way. Anyway, Vault of Treasure. As you could probably tell, we need to do like 100 and what is it? 110 draws of these little knots. I don't like my chances without spending at least $200. Is it worth it? Well, not really. Not gonna lie, it's probably not that great. But we are gonna grab some shards out of there. We are gonna grab some stuff. I mean, the biggest jackpot at the moment is gonna be probably this selection chest. I mean, look, if you get yourself like a Cyan Rook, a Guangxi, a Karkadin, or a Heaven's Dragon for free, I mean, it's free, right? And it is what it is. I can't really say anything too negative. The best one is this one, however. This is the best package to get. Would you get the charm? Yes, you would get the charm selection chest, and then you would go over to your wish shop, and then you would pretty much go over to this one, into this one, and figure out which exact charm index matches the charms that you can purchase for the wishing stone, and you would go ahead and do that. That is the most optimal way to use those charm packages if you can get it. But in terms of the missions, pretty stock standard. Go ahead, participate. You will get some of these little rice balls. I don't think they're rice balls, steamed dim sims. Another thing, of course, is you're going to get some koi and steamed dim sims by participating daily. Make sure you're not lazy. Just grab them. They're free, literally free. You actually can get some pretty decent stuff as a free-to-play in this event. Although, if you do want to gamble a little bit, I would recommend just saving up your 65 throughout the year. Well, I should say month, because at the end of the day, you might get lucky. You might get some epics out of this one, which is pretty much just the whole idea is just grab some epics. I just do 70 because we just round it up. We don't really need to do 65. Doesn't make any sense. Do 70, grab your coins, grab your steam bums, and hopefully you get a little bit lucky and you manage to grab some stuff. Now, as for the side quest, basically you can do this at your own leisure. You can spend a little bit of money, i.e. some gold, to do some additional attempts, but the reality is you are going to grab quite a few cool things. These packages, absolute rubbish. Don't buy them. They're not good. They're not good. I don't even see the dollar packages, which sucks. But of course, this is the best value. And I guess we need to just delve into the actual fire deity themselves. So essentially, this is a bull that does a AoE ability damage at the beginning of the fight, inflicts immovable or unremovable inferno. It's good. It's the same as Huang Ji. Basically, reduces rage of 3 random enemies by 2. And the thing is, it kind of has a double ability, which is why it's better than Inferno Guangji. But I mean, you could obviously keep running the Fire Kitty and this one until you eventually replace the Fire Kitty later on. But essentially speaking, you do get this shield effect. So after casting skill, i.e. goes round, gives allies in front row with highest attack, fire shield, increasing damage reduction by 50%, reflect damage equal 100% of an attack until the end of the battle. It's actually pretty good. It's not bad. Because mainly your top DPS are going to be in the front row anyway, so you're essentially just giving them extra damage and extra damage reduction. I think at the end of the rank 7, you get 3, so 3 allies get it. So rank 1 is only 1. Rank 7 is 3 allies. The reality is most players will only be leveling this guy up to 4, but at 4 you do get 2 allies, which isn't too bad as well. And of course damage increase and damage reduction. It is worthwhile leveling this guy up to 4. I don't know if you want to maximize him all the way up to 7-star. I kind of feel like you still want to finish off your Thunder Ponies when the event rolls around. But I think he's good. He's good. He's definitely something solid. We will be playing with him on the probably the double trillionaire, 2 trillion power account. I'm speaking it now because I feel like my friend he's going to go and max out this 7-star bull today. I hope I don't know. I don't want to say I hope he does, but at the same time I feel like he's going to. And it's probably going to put him over 2 trillion, which is going to be fantastic. So we're going to be able to see him in action either today or tomorrow. And of course, test out Nobubunga and Yoshiro. And I pretty much would say that this event is it's a forget about you event. There's nothing worth purchasing for gold, except for maybe some Star Karma stuff. If you really, really are close, I would go ahead and buy that for gold. But let's be honest, we are in the midst of, I want to say... I want to say we're in the midst of some stuff that we want to be saving gold for. Look, if you get Year of the Ox total, this is actually worth it if you are spending some money. But of course, they actually are going to give you the opportunity to grab the gourd. I think I may juggle between whether or not I finish off Fire Deity or if I go with the gourd. I think I might need to whale for this event. I'm feeling like it might be one of those let's go balls deep events. What do you think in the chat? I know it's not great value, but at the same time, the opportunity to make some advancements is definitely there as a pay-to-win player. If you are free to play, just be aware that it's pretty much a guaranteed. You grab this selection chest here, you don't even think about it. There really is no consideration. Just grab these for coins. Why? Because you're going to have G5, Legendary, G4, Legendary, and of course all of the Legendary weapons. That's pretty much going to be where you advance the most in the game if you are an early game player. Literally, it is the easiest way to get some Generation 5 heroes for your index scores as well. As for this is the best option there. I always just grab those. Why? Because you can grab these out, and of course, I need them. I need charms, and I do actually need some of these advanced scrolls. If you do have any left over, you can always just grab some of these ones for the training pills. But that's pretty much it in a nutshell. There really isn't anything to discuss. Like I said, very, 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 very enticing event to spend some money on. I would almost arguably say it's one of the better events to make some genuine advancements, mainly because they've expanded out what you can purchase. Whereas the other events were very, very, well, they weren't limited. It just, I don't know. They've added things. That's what I want to say. Is they kind of just added some little additional bonuses if you want to spend. Plus 5% is actually huge. If I did that, I would probably get around. Ooh, I'd say I'd probably get about 3 to 4 billion for that plus 5%, which isn't actually too bad. It's actually really good. What do we got here though? Let's finish it off with a little bit of advancements. Let's just go here. And then can we grab some other ones? Yeah, sure. Let's just keep going. Let's just see if we can get ourselves over that small little hurdle. Let's see. Let's see. Can we get ourselves to 50? Can we get to 50 billion? I don't know. Can we? Oh. No, I don't think we're going to be able to get to 250 billion. I really don't think so. But we did get to get some of these other ones. Ah, we got some of those selection chests. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Is there anybody that we can have a fight with before we go? Just to showcase a couple of the heroes. Um, Let me have a look. Realms Beast, I just want to grab these ones while I remember. I feel like that's important. It's always important to grab those. It'll be interesting when they finally expand out the hunts, which will be fantastic. For those that are curious, the story mode, the last boss, we can probably just fight that. Let's just go ahead and challenge you one time. There we go. Let's challenge you. This is the last boss to get yourself a 4-star mythic hero. They are actually pretty strong. I'm not going to lie. So you're actually going to go up against some decent NPCs. They will kill some of my characters. It's a strong possibility. And they have super high evasion, meaning our accuracy sucks right at the moment, which kind of, yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Now, what recommended power level would I say you need to be to successfully clear this? Ooh, I want to say to get at least a 1-star, you probably need to be around 100 billion. That might be stretching it. Do you really need to be 100 billion? You might actually need to be in the 50 to 100 billion range. Not gonna lie, because these guys are actually pretty hard. I know we're at 250 billion, and they could still do some damage to us. I want to say between 50 and 100 billion, you might need to actually be able to get there. I mean, let me know in the comment section down below. Did you do it at 20 billion? Did you do it at 10 billion? Have you cleared all of the 4-stars? And if you did, who did you use? Because I'd be curious about that. I would be curious about that. Let me just see though. Let me just see. Was there another wrong button? Wrong button. I know you can get these ones now. So if you are looking to build the Earthquake Charm, you can actually grab those ones. This is what got unlocked. Instances for story. Did they unlock another story mode? They did not. They did not. Wizard of the Mist is still the only one available, which kind of sucks. However, hopefully you found this video semi-informative. If you do have any questions at all, hit me up in the comment section down below, and I will attempt to answer the best that I can. Make sure you join us on Discord in the link in the description box. If you see me on Facebook, drop that friend request, say hello, interact with the post. Hit this like notification button, and of course subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I will catch you all in the next one.